Shabbos, chapter 16, Mishnahs 2 and 3.
Shalom to all. Today we're going to learn Masechah Shabbos, Parak Tes Zayin, Mishnah Beis, and Mishnah Gimel. And today's Mishnahs are being learned b'schos of Shloim Zalman v'zugas from Rasiyat v'chayetz chalotzeim. They should be gebenched for that Sachat Tzlach and Siyat Dishmaya, good health, Parnas b'shefa, and Koltiv Zala, and b'schos Asbas Rachel. She should be zechah to find Rezivik Hagun Bekar of Mamish. In the previous Mishnah, we started discussing what a person is allowed to save from a fire on Shabbos. We had said that a person is allowed to save Kisvei Kodesh. Now we're going to move on to talking about food. The Mishnah says, Matzilan Mazin Shalosh Sudais. A person is allowed to save the amount of food necessary for 3 meals. Haray la'adam la'adam, haray la'behema la'behema. The type of food that's necessary for people, so he's allowed to save that. And the type of food that's necessary for animals, he's allowed to save that amount. The Mishnah asks Ketzad, how exactly is this played out? So Nafla D'leika B'leilei Shabbos. Let's say a fire fell out on Friday night before his Friday night Suda. So Matzilan Mazin Shalosh Sudais. He could save the amount of food necessary for 3 Sudais. That's a Friday night Suda, Shabbos day Suda, and Shal Shudas. But Shachris, let's say the fire broke out in the morning before he had his Shabbos day Suda, Matzilan Mazin Shtei Sudais. So he's allowed to save the amount of food necessary for 2 meals. And by Mincha, if the fire broke out Mincha time, Mazin Suda Achas, he could save the amount necessary for 1 meal for Shal Shudas. Rabbi Yossi says, La'ayel Matzilan Mizayin Shalish Sudais, he's always allowed to save the amount for 3 Sudais. Rabbi Yossi's reasoning is because on Shabbos a person eats 3 Sudais, so that means the person has a heter to save 3 Sudais. That doesn't make a difference when on Shabbos this happened. Since Shabbos is a time where a person eats 3 Sudais, he could save that amount. But we don't pass like Rabbi Yossi. Moving on to Mishnah Gimel, Matzilan Sal Mali Kikares. He's allowed to save a basket which is full of loaves of bread. Fa'afal Pisheish by Mea Sudais. Even though there might be 100 Sudais worth of bread in this basket. Vigol Shal Devela, he's allowed to save a whole fig cake, even though there's a lot more than 3 Sudais worth. B'chavish Shal Yayin, he could save a whole barrel of wine. Now, why would this be okay? This seems to contradict the previous Mishnah. And the reason is as follows. If a person's saving with very small kalim, let's say he only has a small basket, so he's going to have to constantly be refilling this basket with food, bringing it outside, going back in the burning house, taking it back out. So then we're afraid that person's going to end up just extinguishing the fire. However, if all he has to do is pick up one basket that has tons of food in it, so Matayv Manayim, pick up that basket, and he saved himself a lot of food. The Mishnah continues, the Balabayas, the fellow who owns this house which is burning, can tell other people, come and save food for yourselves, meaning they can go and save food for themselves as well if they want. If they were smart, they would make a cheshbon with him after Shabbos. They would save as much food as they're allowed to, and then after Shabbos they'd come over to him and make a cheshbon, and then he would pay them for their tircha, for their hard work, and then he'd be able to get his food. Now the Mishnah asks, as we had in the first Mishnah, meaning where is he allowed to go to save this food? Into a chatzar that has an Eruv. Now if you notice, this is different than 2 Mishnahs ago. 2 Mishnahs ago we said that we're allowed to save Kisvei Kodesh into a Mavoi, even though there wasn't Shitov. Now that's more makel than a chatzar. And the reason why we're more makel in the first Mishnah is because we're talking about Kisvei Kodesh, they're Kadesh, so therefore we're going to treat them with a bigger leniency, and we're allowed to bring them to a place which is more makel. However, food, we're not as lenient with, and maximum a person is allowed to bring it is into a chatzar ma'iraves. Now, but Masera says, Afla she'ena ma'iraves. Even if the chatzar did not have an eruv in it, a person's still allowed to bring it in there. Once again, we don't pass like Ben Basera, we pass like the Tanakama. We're going to stop here for the day. Pick up tomorrow with Mishnah Dalet and Mishnah Hey. For now, everyone should have a wonderful day.